you're thinking about buying a home in a golf community, but you're not sure which one to choose? Well, we have 10 private clubs in the Austin area, and today we're going up north to Cedar Park to check out Twin Creeks. I'm going to show you on the map where it is, what's nearby, what it's like living there, and about the golf course. So stick around, we're getting started right now. If this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Austin, Texas, then subscribe below and tap the bell so you get instant notifications when there's new information about Austin and the golf courses therein. Hi, my name is Nicole Cooper. My team and I get calls and emails from people just like you needing help finding the perfect home for their lifestyle, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We're always available to help you find that perfect home to meet your lifestyle. Let's get started on Twin Creeks right now. All right, so we're diving into the map. Here we're showing right here, we have the distance from Twin Creeks, the actual country club, which is kind of in the middle of the community, to downtown Austin. It takes about 21 miles to get there, and here is the downtown Austin right here. That's the center of the city, and this is where Twin Creeks Country Club is. Basically, from the north side of town, you're just going to take Highway 183 all the way out there and then hook a left and you'll dive right into the Twin Creeks community. Now, the cool thing about Twin Creeks is once you get there, you're right in between the lake and some shopping right over here. So it's pretty convenient once you get there, but just remember, this is a suburb of Austin. It's not actually in Austin, it's in Cedar Park. So we have about 21 miles to get to downtown, and it takes about 27 miles to get to the airport. The cool thing is though, you're gonna scoot around the edge of town this way, so it's a pretty easy drive skirting most of the traffic to get to the airport. All right. So I've zoomed in a little bit on the community here. The dotted red line there is the actual Twin Creeks community. Here's the North Austin intersection of Mopac and 183 to give you some bearings. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of data on the neighborhood, what you can expect numbers-wise. So on average, the closed price in the community is $850,000 per home. That puts it about $265 per square foot. On average, the homes are about 3,300 square feet, and they're typically on about a quarter of an acre lot. The whole community started in the early 2000s, so you will have some different levels of homes, whether they're kind of original when they were first built, or whether they've been remodeled to kind of sit on today's trends and kind of that Pottery Barn look, I call it. Now, on the lower end, you still can get into the Twin Creeks community in the 500s. It's going to be a smaller house, probably closer to 2,000 square feet and closer to that 2,000 year build. So it's going to be a little older and a little smaller, and you still can get in the 500,000s. Okay. Diving into the map here, once again, here's the community right here, and you hop on this road, you're only 3 or 4 miles to the Cypress Marina over here at Lake Travis, and you've got about 3 miles to get over here to Lakeline Park, where you can do all kinds of shopping. On the way to Lake Travis, you're going to see this Miraval Austin Resort and Spa. It is a really cool spot. It's kind of upscale rooms, and the kind of the vibe there, if you will, is being outdoors. They have a lot of farm to table. They have a lot of outdoor activities. Here's a beautiful view of their negative edge pool overlooking the lake. They have some kind of zip lining, big, huge trees. They have axe throwing and things like that. Of course, they have their wellness center where they have yoga and meditation, and it's a cool spot. So if you need kind of a staycation, if you will, Miraval is right next door to Twin Creeks. And then if we go on down to the lake, you're going to have plenty of lake access. Of course, that depends on the amount of rain we've had. So this portion here, this is Lake Travis. It goes out this way, and this would be kind of one of the areas that might get a little dry when we have a drought like we've had this last year or this last summer. Right here, this marina, their normal marina is going, or their normal like water line is going to be a lot farther away. So anytime you're buying homes on Lake Travis, you need to be very aware and do your due diligence about how far the lake drops when we have droughts. Right now we're only about 40% full, so the only part of the lake that is still deep is out here in these main basins. These little arms, back when they go back in these little parts like that, they dry up when we have a drought. So just keep that in mind if you ever decide to buy a home on Lake Travis. Also over here we have Lake Travis Zipline Adventures. I got to do that not too long ago. It is super fun. This is probably their longest line right here. And then they have one that's a double line as well where you could race your buddy. But it's just next to the Lake Travis, and it is a really fun adventure day if you want to take the crew out there and have some fun. All right, we head back over here towards the Twin Creeks. And I'm going to put it on the satellite view just for a second, perhaps. There we go. Here is the satellite view. So again, as with many golf courses in and around Austin, especially on the west side, they're surrounded by green space. All this green space out here, full of hiking trails, full of nature, animals and things. So you're going to see a lot of deer and stuff on the golf course. This is the actual country club right here. And this is the golf course. It goes along that way, it comes out this way and back around. And Freddie Couples was the one that designed this golf course, and he tried to leave it as close to nature as he could without like bulldozing things and building it back. Like he left there's a lot of rock walls there that you're going to try to obviously hit in between to keep it on the fairway. But it's a pretty golf course, and I'll show you some pictures here. This is, it kind of gives you a little bit of a view of, it has a lot of undulation in the course. Some you're going to tee off up high and hit down low. This is an example of a par 3. You're up here is where the tee box is, and down there is where the green is. So it's always a challenge to figure out how much less club to hit from that elevated tee shot. In addition, you've got to play the wind because it's going to come over those treetops up there and really affect the ball. This is the right next to the pro shop, or the actual country club. Really nice swimming pool, place for all members of the family, doubles, kids, parents, grandparents, the works. And this here is a view. This is the back side of the clubhouse here. Great little sitting area outside. The dining room is just inside there. And over here in this space, they have an outside fireplace. The fitness room is right here. And then here's the swimming pool we were just looking at. And of course the tennis courts and pickleball over here. So when you sit out back here in the back of the pro shop, you're looking out to one of these really pretty holes that just goes over. It's just a panoramic view. It's kind of set up on the cliff. You can see people driving and teeing off up there. So it's a fun place to sit and watch as you have your 19th hole rendezvous. All right, next we're going to dive into the schools. For the middle school and high school, they both go to the same, but for the elementary school, there are 2 different elementary schools. So you'll either be in this first one at Cypress Elementary School. I'm going to show you the grades here. Cypress gets a 92 out of 100. They have a total enrollment of 553 students. You can see their different diversity here. About 13 students per teacher, and average teacher salary is $56,400. The other elementary school, and that one just a couple of miles away across the Anderson Mill Road there. The second elementary school is Deer Creek Elementary School, and this one you can see instead of just crossing over Anderson, you go a little bit further north up there. And the reports for Deer Creek Elementary are 87 out of 100. You've got total enrollment of 663 students. Here's your diversity graph here. We've got about 14 and a half students per teacher and an average salary of $56,000. For the middle school, the whole community feeds into Cedar Park Middle School. And as you can see, it's very close by, just 2 miles away, right across Anderson Mill Road as well. And the middle school here, the Cedar Park Middle School, is 88 out of 100. They have a total enrollment of 1,323 students, puts it at almost 16 students per teacher, and average teacher salary $56,500. Cedar Park High School is even closer than the middle school, only just over a mile away across Anderson Mill Road as well. And the report for that one is quite good. The Cedar Park High School has a 93 out of 100 scores, a total enrollment of 2,004 students, puts it at about just under 16 students per teacher, and average salary of $58,000. These whole schools feed into the Leander ISD. All right, you're like, but where do I go for shopping? How do I get my groceries? Am I that far out in the country? Well, rest assured, it's not that far. You are only about 4 miles to Lakeline Mall. Lakeline Mall is right here, and here's the Twin Creeks community right here. Lakeline Mall has a little bit of everything. First of all, you have Alamo Drafthouse over here, and that's one of the movie cinemas where they bring you the food and drinks to your chair. It's really cool. You have another cinema within the mall. You've got Macy's, JCPenney's, Dillard's. You've got restaurants, Chili's, Pluckers, everything like that. And then right up here, you have your H-E-B Plus. H-E-B Plus is our giant grocery store with everything you could want, and it has the plus part kind of brings in, think a little bit of Target and a grocery store combined together. It's our probably main grocery store in all of Texas. It is for sure in Central Texas, especially Austin. So you have your grocery shopping. You also have up here Sprouts, which is just a bit smaller grocery store. So if you need to pick up something a little bit without so much parking problems in the H-E-B parking lot, Sprouts will be a little bit smaller, and they tend to lean towards health food, think vitamin section, things like that. And here's the Sprouts up here. All right. The next thing I want to point out while we're in this area, something that's pretty popular up there, is Soccer Zone. Soccer Zone is an indoor facility, and leagues from all over fight to get into that, to have room to play into that. So, especially in the winter and in the dead of summer when it's over 100 degrees, people would rather play indoors. One of the main reasons people would, kind of gravitate towards Twin Creeks is to get out of the hustle and bustle of Austin. It's much slower out there, much more calm and relaxed. And look at all the parks here. This is the overall Twin Creeks community here. Golf clubhouse right here. You've got the Twin Creeks Park. You've got the Twin Creeks Trail Cave. You've got the Reserve at Twin Creeks. You've got all these really cool parks right around. And I'm going to show you some pics from the Twin Creeks Historical Park first. It has an old historical home on there. It was constructed in the late 1800s, and it's been preserved to showcase the architecture and lifestyle of that era. It also has other artifacts to show off. It's got hiking trails, as you can see here throughout, a log cabin, and a one-room schoolhouse. So that is a really neat place to go to just get outdoors and enjoy the parks. The second park nearby is Twin Creeks Park. They have your typical picnic area, playground, things like that. More hiking trails. They have a big pavilion to sit under if you want to make sure you have here it is. If you want to make sure you can stay out of the rain if you have some iffy weather coming in, or stay out of the sun if it's really hot in the summer. And then lastly, we're going to go over to Brushy Creek. Now, Brushy Creek is a little bit farther away, about 7 miles, but it's a lot larger park. It's right here. It has soccer fields, baseball pitches, and just everything in addition to trails and a little bit of fishing over there as well. So Brushy Creek, only 7 miles away, super large park. People use it all the time. Twin Creeks Country Club, at the moment, the initiation fee is $15,000, and then you have your monthly dues after that. There is room open right now, and you can just, all you have to do is pay to be a member. You don't have to have an invitation or anything from someone else. So it is probably one of the better values in all of Central Texas, I would say, at the moment. It's a really nice golf course. The club is fantastic. You have all the amenities of the larger clubs closer to Austin, but you have a very small price tag. So Great Hills would be probably the next nearest one at the corner of Northwest Austin, and that one's a $50,000 initiation fee at the moment. Might be going up, and this one's only $15,000. So it is a bargain. You can get in the community for $500,000-ish and up, of course, depending on what you're looking for. But it's got all the parks and trails around. You can just, if you're an outdoor person, you're going to love the area. If you want to be a little bit further from the hustle and bustle of Austin, that's one other reason to pick Twin Creeks. So if anything in this community resonated with you today and you'd like to see something in person, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We're always available to help you find that perfect home that matches your lifestyle. Until next time, I hope to see you around town.